Welcome to the Metalqueenspodcast, where we celebrate the women who command the stage, lead the charge, and redefine heavy music across the world. I'm Steve Richards, and today we dive into the dark, hypnotic world of Witchcraft, Russia's trailblazing neo-Gothic dark progressive metal band. It was formed in 2005 by our guest, vocalist, songwriter, and creative force, Liudmila Angel. Witchcraft blends haunting melodies, Gothic shadows, and progressive experimentation into a sound that is entirely their own. With 4 official albums, more new music to come, numerous music videos, and a deeply passionate fan base, too. Liudmila has become both a leader and a voice in the global Gothic metal movement. Liudmila, welcome from Moscow to the Metal Queens podcast. It's
Hello, everyone. I just want to mention that we have five
5 albums.
albums.
All right.
Yes, five. The last album that is called V, and also it is like a numeral 5. And yes, we have a lot of videos, and also we don't play progressive for now. We now Gothic metal, alternative Gothic metal, and some years later we played progressive metal, and for now we decided to have such style as Gothic alternative metal.
All right. Well, you began and you've evolved to that sound. You began, it's been 20 years now, 2005. What was the spark back then that inspired the creation of this band?
So I was born in Siberia, and I was 19 when I decided to come to Moscow and to make my own metal band because I watched the video on TV. It was Evanescence video, Bremen's Live, and I decided that is a good idea to make my own band. So I just want to tell you that I didn't sing. I was not singer, and I was a writer. I wrote some books, horror books, when I was 13. I was almost child, a teenager, and I decided to make my own band. So I was 19 when I decided to come to Moscow, and it was difficult time because I have a lot of problems. I have no money. I need to work at night and study at the daytime because I was at the university, Moscow Aviation Institute, where they make some planes, helicopters, and but I was studied languages, and it was technical languages about planes and helicopters and about aviation at all. So I made my own band, and we released our first album in 2008. After 3 years, we decided to make our own band. And I think that it was very difficult way, and still I have my own band, and I want that people all over the world will listen to our songs. Our first albums, 2 albums, they were partially or almost in English, so we have English songs. But after third album, we decided to make it all in Russian because we have all the concerts here, and of course, we sing our native language because, of course, English is not our native language.
Yeah.
And I want to tell you that we can re-record some songs in English. We have some songs in English that was re-record for this purpose. And maybe language is not a problem for people all over the world to have pleasure of our music and videos. I don't know. If it is a problem, maybe we will solve it because why we don't sing in English? Because we have no any proposals from any foreign labels to release our music, and maybe if we have good proposals, we decided to make it in English. But for now, we played music in Russian with Russian lyrics.
Liudmila, how did you meet the guys in the band Witchcraft?
For now, we have different members of our band because the staff was changed by years because some of them are not musicians for now. They decided to quit off music and to be ordinary people. So the oldest members of the band, it is bass player Vladimir Ptashnik and our violin player Kate Noah. And we are together for about 15 years. And other members, they are quite new. For example, maybe I suppose you know Paul Redis, and he played also in Kara, on the Kara band, and his own band. I forgot the name. so sorry, Paul. I forgot the name of his band. Martarian. Oh, I remember. And yes, and the new drama, and his Biopsychos band. He's from Biopsychos band, and he played for about 2 years in our band. We are all ordinary people. A lot of musicians, they have ordinary work. They work as manager, as IT specialist, and of course, I worked also in ordinary work for about 20 years, and for now, I just played music and just make videos for other bands, and that is my work.
I want to talk to you about Russia's metal scene. How did it shape the sound of now your sound did evolve of Witchcraft music over the years. And what's the metal scene like there?
If I understand this question correctly, just we changed our sound, and for now we sound like maybe you can compare us with Evanescence because it is the closest band to us. Maybe something from Lacuna Coil, and maybe from a little bit from Linkin Park. Of course, we have our own sound, and in our early songs, you can feel a little bit some features of Dream Theater, something
Yeah.
like this. And for now, we sound more correctly that I always wanted to play such music as alternative Gothic metal with such dark lyrics, with all these Gothic features and outfits, and with heavy guitars and very beautiful background with violin and something like this. I suppose I can describe our music in this way.
Yeah, now I've had a bunch of Russian artists on here on the Metal Queens podcast. How is the scene there in Russia for metal and Gothic?
Can you please explain the question? I don't understand. What?
Yeah, how is the music, the Gothic music scene like in Moscow? And metal. What's the metal scene like? There are a lot I know there are a bunch of bands. I've had on a bunch here on the Metal Queens podcast.
Oh, Gothic metal is not quite popular here right now in Moscow. It is more popular maybe in Europe, but not in Russia. We have a lot of bands, but all of them, they are underground bands, and they are not quite popular. I suppose that we also underground band, and of course we are not so popular as we can be. Because I think the problem is that we have no labels here that can give your music some boost, for example. And of course, it is a problem because we have no so many festivals here, and we have the same faces on all these festivals every year, the same faces.
Yeah.
Last year, this year, and this year. I suppose that maybe not metal music, but rock music and rap music more popular here in Russia than Gothic music and that the metal at all. And yes, we have a lot of bands, but they are not so well known in Russia, and almost mm, nobody knows them worldwide.
Mm.
And it's a problem, of course, because we have good musicians. Maybe you know some musicians that have contract here in USA, for example, Slaughter to Prevail. You know such a band, of
Oh yeah.
course,
Yeah.
and they are from Russia, and they were ordinary Russian band, of course. They are very interesting musicians, but of course, if they stay here in Russia, maybe they have no such good future that they have a contract in USA. And it is a problem. Unfortunately, of course, metal is not quite popular here in Russia. And of course, maybe you heard some news that we have new laws about the satanism and something stupid again. And of course, it can repress us as gothic and dark music because they can tell you that you are on the Satan side, you're against God, and something like this. Oh my God, it's so fucking weird. Oh, so sorry, but it is true. And of course, we just want not to have deal with politics, but we can't tell that it it doesn't influence on us because, of course, we feel it. We feel it that we are in some features we repressed by our government.
Mm. I want you to walk me through what a typical witchcraft songwriting session is like. I know you said you were writing from a young age, so you probably enjoy songwriting. Do songs usually start with the vocal idea or a riff or just the atmosphere?
Our early songs, they were based on music. Our guitar player, he just wrote some music, and then I tried to just to take part in this music with vocal and with the lyrics. And for now, we changed our, I forgot the word, but you understand. We changed our mission, and for now, I just make, for example, vocal part first, and then we just understand what music will be under this vocal. And I think that it is better because the vocal and the idea, it has the first place. It has the first place for us. And I think that is better. And when we were younger, of course, we have some reference and we said, oh, we want this song like this band and this band. And for now, no. We have our own sound, we have our own style, and we just feel that we need to make such song. And we just have some experiments, for example, with rap and with other styles. But for now, we just compare us only with us, not with other bands. We have no references.
Liudmila, do you do most of the songwriting?
So sorry, can you just repeat the question?
Yeah, sure. Do you write most of the songs for the band, you personally?
Yeah. Yes. Me and all the lyrics, it is only mine.
Mm.
I don't use other lyrics, and most of the melodies, we I made it, and we have the other specialist, and he made arrangements for us. His name is Roman Arsafes. Maybe you have heard his songs, maybe not. I don't know, but he makes arrangements for us, and all the melodies, all the ideas, and all the lyrics are always mine.
Many listeners to Witchcraft's music have described it as being deeply emotional, like therapy, therapeutic. What do you hope when people listen to Witchcraft songs, experience it when they hear the songs?
Oh, I always think that we have something very private in our song. When you listen to our song, you can feel that this song is about you, about your emotional feelings, and it is always about loneliness. And when you feel yourself like you are alone in the crowd, maybe alone on this planet, something like this. Or when you have your heart broken, and it is very, very private. And I want you to listen to our songs to feel that this song is about your situation, is about your life, and about your feelings.
And speaking of witchcraft songs, I understand you're working on new music. You've got 5 albums out now. Are you working on the sixth? And can we expect it in 2026?
Yes, I suppose that it will be a new album in the spring because now we work hard on this album, and the name of this album will be Storm. It will be spelled in English because we want people all over the world understand the name of our album. And we maybe will record some songs in English in the summer because we have very interesting songs, but a lot of people all over the world they ask us to uh, just they want to understand our lyrics clearly, and not to use a translator, and just understand our lyrics, for example. And we decided to record some songs in English, and maybe I don't know, maybe we will have some proposals from European or maybe USA labels, and we will release all these songs in English officially. But our album will be in Russian and it will be released in spring.
All right, so a new album coming in the spring of 26. Let's talk about performing live. Um, any plans for touring next year in support of the album?
Oh, we have some problems with touring because our second vocalist, Juliana, she's pregnant, and
Mm.
I suppose that she will have baby in the late spring. And after it, maybe in autumn, we will have some concerts. For example, in April, we will have presentation here in Moscow, but then we will have a little pause because she will have a baby, and then we will decided to make some concerts in other cities and towns in Russia. And of course, I hope that one day we will visit Europe and maybe USA. I don't know, because
Mm.
we have no proposals for now. Of course, we can buy a support, for example, for well-known band and to pay some money to be a support, but we have no such money. You should understand that it is quite expensive, and maybe we will have a chance to be heard all over the world. I hope so.
Ludmila, what do you enjoy most about performing?
I'm enjoying to have contact with fans. It is
Mm.
life chatting and all this energy from people when you are on the stage, and they are happy to see you, to listen to your songs. They sing with me all my lyrics, and it is unbelievable. So
Yeah.
I was a little girl that had a dream uh, to be on stage and to have her own fans, and now dream come true.
When you were that little girl in Siberia, was music big in your house? Your parents, your brothers, sisters?
Oh no, we have no internet. We have only radio and television, and there are no good music on our television.
Mm.
And when they decided to show the first video of Evanescence, I was 18, and I think that that is my theme. I like it so much. Then I found a cassette of Nightwish, and it was very interesting for me. New music.
Mm.
And I think that I found this style. very interesting. Nightwish, of course, they played different music. Not we don't play such music as Nightwish, but I liked Taria's era in Nightwish, and I liked this album so much. And you should know that we have no CDs, we have cassettes, and it was so. I'm so old that I on cassettes. And of course, it was like a blast, and you found a new music. And of course, I liked it so much. So when I was in Siberia, we were like, it is like to live on other planet. It is you are in your country, but you are too far away to have good music, good news, and of course we have our local bands, but they played such a style as Russian rock. Russian rock, it is so awful style. I hate it so much. That's why. And maybe I don't know. Have you heard such musicians? But I don't like it. But all our local bands, they didn't know other styles of music because we have no internet those time. And of course, it was a problem. But when I moved to Moscow, of course, it is like a new world. Here, a lot of concerts, a lot of musicians, a lot of bands. And it was the time when the Gothic music was quite popular. We have a lot of goths here, people in black dresses and black outfits. And it was so interesting. So I just painted my hair in black, and I was such a Gothic princess. And I was so happy to be a part of these events and to feel a part of that. I'm a part of this crowd, Gothic crowd. And of course, I had a dream to visit maybe some Gothic festivals in Europe, for example, in Germany. There are a lot of beautiful Gothic festival, and I hope that one day we will visit it with our band. Now opportunities are quite, we have less opportunities than it was, of course, because of the political situations and because of the money, because we have no such big support. We have no good label that can give us some money to just promote our music. And it is a problem. But I suppose that if you have a dream one day, it can be true. It can be true, of course.
Yes, hopefully it will come true and you'll be able to tour Europe and hopefully here in the US as well. You mentioned Amy Lee. She comes up a lot here on the Metal Queens podcast as an influence. And Tarja, we just had on to talk about her new Christmas album this season. She's out touring in support of her new holiday album. So
yes, I knew Tarja, and we have a concert here with Tarja here in Russia in the city Yekaterinburg. It was 2014, and we played as a support band with Tarja band, not Nightwish, but Tarja.
yeah.
And Mike Tirana, he was a drummer of Tarja. He said, "Oh, good music." But I suppose that he's just a kind man and he just supports all the band. Good music. Thank you.
Well, Witchcraft continues to push Gothic metal into bold new territory, and fans across the world feel that passion in every note. More notes to come with a new album coming out in the spring of 2026. Liudmila Angel of Witchcraft, thank you for bringing your voice, your vision, and your darkness and light artistry here to the Metal Queens podcast. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you so much. And I hope that you like our music. Just have a joy.
Thank you. And thank you for watching and listening to the Metal Queens podcast. Like it, share it, subscribe to it, write a review. I'm Steve Richards. I will talk to you again next time.